Just a little something to keep us warm. You like the glow? Good. Good. That's literally all this is there for. It's purely aesthetic. I could, if I really wanted to, extend these down into the ground, but I don't think that would look particularly good. I kind of feel that one would look kind of bad. One thing we can do, though. Can't breathe in the smoke. Calm down. Fine. Smoke does billow out the sides, though. Is we could do something like this, anchored at this point, along here. No, I think it's getting a little bit too fancy then. Putting too much effort into it. It looks fine as it is, I think. That is a fine little fire pit. Any more than that and it gets a little bit crazy. A chimney in the middle would look decent. Nah. It's an open fire pit. I don't think we need a chimney. Oh, you can totally replant trees. You just can't... I don't think you can replant fine trees yet. But you can replant trees in general, yeah. Alright, I'm not sure if there was anything else we needed to add. Honestly. The fire will keep me warm at night, which is really quite nice. I'm not sure why these keep going out, though. Oh. Is it getting smothered by the smoke? Is that what's... If that is what's happening there, that is amazing. If that's actually what's happening and it's smothering itself with the smoke. That is fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Let me try it with just a single fire then. Because one fire seemed to do okay. Two was a bit much. Alright. Let's pop these bits and bobs back. I do still need to lift the rear of the build. Just a bit. But I don't have enough stone to do it all, so let's not worry about it for now. But I can add in the supports, and that way I know how high I'm going to need to lift it. I believe they were 45-degree angles we used. Yeah. Five there. 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 Finally there. So we've got a bit of work yet to do. But we're definitely getting closer now to this whole area being ready. Alright. It's time to tuck it down for the night. Then I need to go on a hunt for some food, because I have drained our food stocks so aggressively with this build. I have a building question. As I'm new to this game, do you have a moment to try and answer? Yes, by all means. I'm trying to build a house, only 9 squares wide, and the roof will not come together. Keeps falling in the middle. Any ideas? Okay, so 9 squares means it's going to be... well, it depends on the roof you're using, because the two roofs have different heights. But I'll give you a quick rundown on how structural integrity works, because if they're falling, it's because of structural integrity. Now, contrary to what might be contrary to what might be otherwise intuitive, because it really isn't particularly intuitive, this. All of these joists and support beams, they do nothing. The only thing structural integrity cares about is how many steps away it is from the floor. Now, a step is not equal to distance. A step is equal to the amount of buildings it's moved through. The best way I can demonstrate this is by building one side with... Let me hop up. Nope, that is the wrong place. There we go. With half pieces, the other side with 4 pieces. Now, if I go into repair mode, blue means it's touching the ground. It is as grounded and as stable as it possibly can be. Green means that it's touching something that is next to the ground. And it gets more and more yellowish and then into the reds, the more steps that are between it. So as you can see here, this entire thing is blue, then it turns to green. This is blue, this is green, that is, it's also green, but it's one step further on in the chain. So this here is one step less stable than this one. And the only reason is because this is a single connective piece. There are even longer ones. These corewood pillars are 4 meters long instead of 2. So this piece here is only one step away from the ground. Whereas if that was made of the 2 meter pillars, it would be 2 steps away from the ground. If it was made of the 1 meter pillars, it would be 5 steps away from the ground. And that would be massively impacting its structural integrity. See these ones here, which are kind of further away? This one here is more of a yellowy color than these ones. And it continues to get yellower and yellower. That's because that one is further removed from any piece that is connected to the floor. Each tile is sharing its structural integrity with it. So it will always be, like, if any part of it is touching any other piece, its structural integrity can only be one step worse than the best connecting component. So while that one is yellow, it's because nothing touching it is blue. But this one is green. It's basically at the same point, but that one's green because this one's green. Because that one's further up. This one's made of more connections, so by the time it gets here, it's weaker. Even though this is no further from the ground, because it's connected to these ones, and they are connected to a much better connective piece, they're green. So what I would suggest is look at how many connecting pillars you've got in the middle of your build. And that should help with the roof falling down. If you think... if you're using as many connected pieces as you can, and it's still collapsing, consider using a shallower roof. This angle, the 26 degree versus the 45 degree. The 45 degree effectively steps up by 2 meters each time. The 26 degree steps up by 1 meter each time. So if you're using the shallowest roof, then it'll bring that roof section closer to your strongest pillar in the middle, if that makes sense. To connect the middle of the roof using 45 degree roof pieces, you will have to have gone through more pillar sections, and thus the whole build will be a little bit weaker. I can demonstrate that for you over here as well. So let's say this is the shallower roof, and then this is the steeper roof. I'll connect that there. Now the best possible scenario using basic wood to connect to a support structure to this point is with 3 2-meter sections. But this one, which is also 3 meters wide, 3 sections wide, I mean, in this particular instance, it doesn't make that much difference, but I can connect that one with 2 sections. But that one requires 3, so this one's going to be a little bit further from the ground, effectively. And across something which is 9 wide, that's probably going to be the part making the biggest difference, is the angle of the roof. You're more than welcome. I hope that helps. Move that down. I apologize if my explanation was not as clear as it perhaps could have been. I've been doing a lot of building, and my brain is melting a little bit. Right, okay, so all done here. Let's pull everything down. Then repair my tools. We're going to need an awful lot more wood to complete the palisade, but at least now we've got a bit more of an idea of where it's going to be. We haven't got a full idea, but a bit more of one. We're going to be having the forge and the smelter around this area, I think. I might even be able to squeeze our happy bees a little bit closer together without making them unhappy, which would help a lot. As that would give me a little bit more room to play with forge stuff. So I might try that, actually. I missed the entire explanation because my pizza finished and I had to pull it from the oven. Can you repeat it, Aavak? Cobra. I'm so glad you put the troll face there, because I would totally have done that, and it would have killed my soul a little bit to do it. Alright, I need a crafting station nearby. Tonk, tonk. I like the idea of the bee houses being kind of set up a little bit different. You know, being a little bit more random in a way. Just to make it feel a little bit more real. You know, like I just started popping down the hive boxes, and some of them I put down lots of them, and some of them prospered and some of them didn't. Maybe it was just some of the hives got a bit more shade than the others, or some of them had a bit too much smoke from the fire. And so over time, I worked out which ones were working, which ones the bees liked, and those are the ones that are left. We must construct additional pylons. I mean beehives. Honestly, everyone who's come in so far has been like, that is a ridiculous amount of bees. And I kind of agree with them. I am slowly but surely drowning in honey. But now that I've got them, I'm not getting rid of them. But whether I'm going to get more beehives in the future, that is a different question entirely. Right, okay, so what do we need for the kilns? 20 stone, 20 stone. I don't actually even think we have that. So, the last bits and bobs we need to do, I need to go grab some stone, and we'll get the stone chunks out of here. Just clear these out of the way. Then we're going to go, we're going to place down the forge and the charcoal kiln, just so that we're functionally back where we were. I don't like upgrading things and then being like, well, you know, I haven't finished the job, but it's fine. I mean, this isn't finished. I still need to raise that land there. It's definitely not finished, but it's functional. I've lost nothing over what I had before. I hate being like, oh, I'm going to rebuild this thing. I'm going to spend some time and do this awesome project. And I spend hours, and what I'm left with is worse than what I had before. Spending hours on making what I've got look better, in my opinion, is time well spent. Spending hours to make what I've got look better, but then not actually having what I had at the end of it, it's not an automatic. wasn't worth the time. But there is now a question there. Whereas before, it's an automatic yes, it was worth it. So, I want to go for the automatic yes. Need you to not be alive anymore? Need you to not be alive? Oh, okay. Oh, that went wrong. Yep. I need the meat, because I'm super hungry. Where are you going, Bo? Okay, fine. Oh, now you come at me. Soon, we are going out for an adventure. On the high seas. Well, I mean, I say the high seas. We're going to be sailing around looking for new biomes. That's my plan at the moment, anyway. The rule is, don't fire unless you're very confident you're going to hit. Never fire if you think there's a chance you'll miss. You're not all, we're not machines. We can't perfectly calculate the variables involved in any shot. You will sometimes miss. Just make it never take a shot where you're like, I've got a 50-50 chance. That's the rule. Don't be careless with your shots. You will always miss. Not least because sometimes, and this is there are some animals for which this is especially true. Wood pigeon are probably the prime example, in my experience, of an animal that seems to have a preternatural sense that something's about to happen and can also do something about it. Some animals like, I heard a bang. I'm dead. A wood pigeon is like, I smell trouble on the wind and can literally change direction in the air like a hummingbird. It's like, I'm going this way. No, now I'm going this way. And it's like, okay, that's kind of sucks because the whole thing about using a shotgun is I have to lead my shots. It entirely relies on you going in the same direction that you were when I fired. But that is not the case with all birds. But yeah, the rule is don't take a shot when you're not certain you can make it. But understand that when I say certain, I should use a different word really. Being certain that you can hit it is different from knowing you're going to hit it. I'm certain that I could have hit that shot with the neck. I miscalculated. I was wrong, and that will happen sometimes. Am I going to make bronze armor? No, absolutely not. Right now, I'm not going to make bronze armor. Maybe later. But right now, putting bronze into upgrading my shield is more useful for me. I mean, there's something to be said about being confident. It kind of plays back in something that I say occasionally, is that I never inherently believe I'm going to fail at anything. But understand that when I say things like that, I'm not actually talking about, I don't necessarily stand there and think, I can lift that house. I'm not going to fail. Oh, no, I've tried. Okay, so I failed. I batted, I missed. It's a thing that happens. I mean, there are certain things where it's like, yeah, no, that's just dumb. But, no, I'm a very confident person. I don't necessarily believe I'll fail at things, even if other people do. I'll try my hand at anything. So that kind of confidence. And it means I'll take a lot of swings that will miss. And the consequence is, I will hit a lot of throws that other people wouldn't even bother trying to swing for. But my success to fail ratio is really, really skewed, because I try almost everything and fail the majority of the time. It's just occasionally I'll try something that most people wouldn't have bothered, and I'll succeed, and that'll be the thing that sticks in people's memory. Like, wow, that was awesome. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't fully appreciate just how often I try and fail. I just never assume I'm going to fail. It does open some doors for me, or it certainly allows me to try my hand at things that I would otherwise back away from. Let me get a couple of these down. Need some noms. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Indeed. Indeed it is. This is very true. Don't shoot unless you have a clear shot, especially if there are people around. I mean, I can only assume that in relation to some sort of like I don't know, like actual war. Ooh, what? This is new. Ah! Hello. No, you scally wag. All right, so this is what ground is shaking. I need stamina. Come at me. Nope. Oh, there's another one. Oh. That is unfair. That is two of you at the same time. Shenanigans. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Right, time to quaff mead. I can't do this sober. Is confident and they're stupid. I'm going to lead them to the tree line where I can hopefully deal with them up here. Okay, so this is a new combat van for me. The nice thing about mead is I can drink a lot of it. It doesn't seem to have a countdown like my stamina potion does. The shakes start to fade. Really, Bo? Now is not the time. So not the time, Bo. Quickly, plop. I need more courage. Or you and I are gonna have words in a moment. Or right now. No, where's the trolls? Where's my Ah, really? Seriously? That stupid bull robbed me of my kills. I am vexed. Raid enemies despawn when you look and move away. That is some zombie shenanigans right there. No. That is deeply disappointing, but oh well. On the plus side, got to see a new event. Hadn't seen that before. That was kind of cool. Not gonna lie. Wish there had been a more satisfying. Oh no, my food. I disapprove of wasting meat. On the plus side, you know, we've discovered a new event. That is kind of cool. What on earth? Oh, wow. Okay, so that ogre walloped the ground hard enough that it broke a rock. I approve. Okay, everything repaired. All right, then. Well, you know, could have been better. Could have been worse. Actually, what do I need for the... First, we're going to do the kiln. So I just need the cores. Actually, exactly the same thing for both. Alright. Trophy gubbins. And we'll drop this off in fuel gubbins. I have been trolled, indeed. At least it was thematically appropriate, I suppose. I want goods gubbins. Now then. I am going to need... Well, actually, I do need the rest of the stone, too. When you think about it. Okay, maybe not that much. I need to level this area a bit more. The issue now is I can't properly see where I'm building. You know what, before I head to bed, I'm going to go and grab whatever all of this is. Got more rocks, and many more rocks. Another neck. You know what, sure. We're going to have honey roast neck. And actually, we're going to take out a brawler. Or a brute. I want to pick up all of the various loots dotted around the place. Really? Right, there we go. So what level does the hoe use? Do you mean like skill? Ouch. That, I actually don't know. I guess it would probably be clubs. If you mean like smacking people with the hoe, I'd probably put... I'd put my money on clubs being the main item that gets used there. Oh, we got everything. Some resin. Leather scraps and stone. Actually, no, we want to keep the stone out. Right, okay, let's head back. Have a kip. Actually, before we do, let's cook this. Oh, actually, it was meat. It wasn't necktail. Oh, do you mean... Right, okay, so level as in... when you're leveling with it, how does it calculate it? Okay, so... Normally, it will level the ground... the node that you're looking at and its neighboring nodes to the level that you're currently stood on. However, if you hold shift, then you're telling it to level the nodes surrounding the node that you're looking on to the level of the node you're looking at. Like the node that your cursor is hovering over. So if you're using shift, you're leveling to the remote level, wherever your cursor happens to be resting. And if you're not holding shift, then it's whatever level you're on. Sorry, I misunderstood the question initially. Let's get you just kind of tucked there. Oh, missing equipment. Of course I am. You're welcome, mate. I'm really glad I could help. Actually, I've been saying I was going to do this for a long time. Okay, maybe I'm going to do it in stages instead. But we're going to build two. Two forges. I'm not entirely certain that we're going to need two kilns. We probably do ultimately, but right now we don't have enough fuel to use two kilns, so there's no point. 2 forges, though. Definitely. I still got the dandelions. I do still have the dandelions, yes. Actually, I kind of like the idea of having 2 kills like this. Kind of set around a bit. Yeah, I do. I like it. Let's go ahead and grab it. I don't need it, I don't think, but I'm going to use it anyway. That leaves us with 7 surtling cores. How's that look now, then? I think that looks a lot better than it did before. Just going to reposition this so that I can continue building the palisade when I want to. But right now, we do not have the means to, so there's no point in worrying about it. Oh, wow. Well, that's definitely been an interesting... how long have we got for? 7 hours. In 7 hours, considering I started the stream intending to build up my defenses, get that sorted. I mean, I did intend to rebuild the crafting area. That's why we did it. But I intended to do that quickly. And then from there, move on and get some other things done. That has not been what has happened. I'm just going to have to cook this at this point. I need the food. Actually, do I have... Oh, the carrots may be ready. You know what? The carrots have probably been ready for ages. I am a derp. We need some carrot stew. We need you not to be a scallywag. Not much luck of that, though. Let's go ahead and replant. I guess I could keep the cultivator over there. Nah, I kind of like having the cultivator indoors. Beanie, thank you so much for the 14 months, mate. Bowtie Biffer, hello, mate. My homework is done, scanned and emailed to myself, and I can submit it while enjoying some Avakian dapperness. Well, welcome, dude. I hope you do well with your homework. I hope that you get good marks. Let's finish planting all of the carrots we have. We're not going to do boring grids. I mean, it's actually kind of a grid. It's just not as boring of one. We've done regular old squares. Yes, this is a regular old square. It's just a different perspective. I don't care. There we go. Oh no! One of them can't grow. That's a shame. Got 3 left. Okay, so we definitely need to get more seeds next time. But this does leave us with 25 carrots that we can turn into 25. Well, no, we can significantly less than 25 cactus. We can turn into 7, though. What do we need for it? We require mushrooms, that's right. Hello, G-Blue. Can we cultivate some grass around the bees? Yes, we can. That's a very good idea, actually. Well done. The building aspect of this game has really caught my eye. Well, the next patch is coming out soon, from what I understand. It's going to probably catch your eye even more, because it is called Home and Hearth. It is focused. A good chunk of it is focused on food and cooking. But there will also be a decent amount of new new building content as well. I'm super looking forward to it. We don't need that much in here. Alright. I would like to eat some of this, some of the cooked meat, and a neck tail as well, please. Damn, I think I'm sold on this game now. I am having so much fun with this. So much fun. It's practically criminal. Right, let's cultivate some grass around the beehives. It's quite right. Quite right. Just a bit, though. Don't want to go too much. I'm going to let it taper off then as it comes through. Just a few patches. In fact, it kind of... Oh no, I don't want cultivated, so it's a bit different. There we are. That's a bit nicer. I like it. Very good suggestion there. Very good suggestion indeed. Actually, before I go back, let me just quickly repair my everything. Specifically, my metal everythings. Alright then. I think with that, and at fear of being eaten by trolls and or swamp things and or many other things, I think it's time for another tea break. It's been almost another 4 hours. Where has the time gone, chat? Ow! You must help me. I'm being so bad at this. We're going to sit on this side of the table today. There we go. Right, we're going on a tea break, everyone. We're going to be away for just a few moments. Long enough to grab another drink. We should stay hydrated wherever possible. Ah, dread. Why did I have to look at what people are pointing to? Well, okay, I shall be coming back with some coffee. And finally, we are going to head out and do a little bit more sailing around and exploring. I'm looking for new biomes, basically, at this point. We've got the... we had the swamp key from the Elder. So, hopefully, that's a good indicator that we need to go to the swamp. And since defeating the Elder, we've had swamp attacks. So, yeah, we're basically going to be looking for some swamps. Try to scare off any ne'er-do-wells who decide to attack us while I'm away. And if I come back to our base being utterly destroyed, I am blaming you, chat. I feel that having forewarned you, you really only have yourself to blame if you let my base get destroyed.